Hey guys, I found a tier list of Nintendo Switch games, so I thought I'd make my own with only the games I've played and no, like don't use anyone else's opinions, just strictly my opinions. And so I thought I'd make a video like that, and we're gonna go from worst to best. So basically, first on the list, so this is not in the do not play section, it's in the better than nothing section, okay? And a game that's better than nothing is Kirby Star Allies. If I had to describe Kirby Star Allies, it'd be sterile. It feels like there's like no imagination. It's like the most basic 2D Kirby game I've ever played. Well, it's 3D, but it's like a 2D platformer. This is before Kirby went open world. Everyone was waiting for Kirby to make like a big hit on the Switch. And well, eventually I don't know. I haven't played Kirby in the Forgotten Land, but apparently that's the good one on the Switch console. But Kirby Star Allies, as the first Kirby game, it really wasn't that good. Like, there's not a single thing I remember from this game. But next on the list is Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I sold this game before I even could finish it. I don't know. I was probably like a few gyms in. And I don't know, I guess I just don't like Pokemon. Like, you know, I mean, I can see why someone would get invested into the gameplay of Pokemon, you know? You have, like, all these different, like, statuses or types, rock type or shit like that. Well, I don't know, I just don't find, like, the gameplay of Pokemon that amusing. I don't really care about shiny hunting. That sounds like a pain in the ass more than, it's probably not even worth the pain, and I don't know, this was the last Pokemon game I've ever played, and I haven't played a Pokemon game ever since. I think this game, the graphics suck too. It's not a bad game, like, there's probably worse Pokemon games, but I think this one is, it's better than nothing. Next on the list is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is actually just the worst version of the Wii U port. And I remember I bought this game when it came out day one, and I wanted to play it at school, and I think we tried that. We tried playing it at school in French class or something, and it was like the most mid shit ever. Like, I don't even know. Like, what was so fun about, like, I don't know. I used to love, like, New Super Mario Bros. Like the series and all that. But like the multiplayer, like, is more annoying than actually fun, and I feel like this game is where, like, I kind of stopped loving the New Super Mario Bros. Series that I grew up with. I don't know, it's not a bad game, it's just personal taste, you know. Next on the list is Super Mario Party. So this game is it's like Kirby Star Allies. It's kind of sterile, but it's also just like, it feels limited in some ways. Like, it feels like Nintendo were limiting their capabilities in making a Super Mario Party game. Like, this game has like no content. The mini games are fun. I'll give you that. Great mini games, but the boards suck, and the new dices suck. Like, each character has their own dice. I just think this game honestly sucks. But if there was just a minigame collection of this game, I would play that. Now we're moving on to the good tier. We're skipping over the decent tier because I couldn't put anything into that tier. But first in the good tier is Super Mario Party Superstars. Well, it's not Super Mario Party. It's Mario Party. It's basically a remake of a couple boards from, like, Mario Party 1, 2, 3, 3. I probably have way too many hours in this game, but the boards are great. I like this game. The mini games, they could be a little jank, but I like this game. Honestly, it's not bad. Next on the list is another Mario Party game, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Now, I only played one round of this game ever, but from what I played, it's definitely a step up from Super Mario Party. Like, the mini games are awesome still, and the dices aren't as just, like, stupid as they were. You know, I don't think there's character-specific dices in this game, unlike Super Mario Party 1, if I recall correctly. But correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's a step up from Super Mario Party 1. And next is Zelda Breath of the Wild. So yeah, it's a little lower on the list than other people would put it. I like the gameplay. The base gameplay is really good. Like, the engine is incredible, but I don't actually like, like the story mode or whatever it is, like the quests. I don't give a shit about that. I feel like Zelda, it insists on itself just like The Godfather, and I feel like Zelda fans are corny, and I don't know. I have probably like over 50 hours on this game, and I only beat one Defined Beast because I don't know. I don't care about like the puzzle solving in Zelda at all. It's really not for me. But that's just my opinion. Okay. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is the next on the list. This game is underrated. Sadly, my copy got stolen. It was actually a pretty good game. I like the gameplay. It's like a tactical RPG. Mario has like so many RPG genres now, and it has the Rabbids, which it was like weird. It was it was honestly kind of wild that this game, when it first leaked, that Mario's collaborating with Rabbids instead of something like Rayman. But I feel like it's a good mix. I think this is a great game. Next is Splatoon 3. So I did not play this game even half as much as Splatoon 2. Like, I probably have like 200 hours in Splatoon 2. But Splatoon 3, it's pretty good. It's kind of just more of the same of Splatoon 2. I'm not sure what to say. It's kind of just Splatoon 2 again. Speaking of Splatoon 2, that would be next on the list because I don't know. When it comes to the maps in Splatoon 2 and 3, I feel like Splatoon 2 has the better maps. But I didn't play the story mode for Splatoon 3, but I did beat the story mode for Splatoon 2. So take my opinion with a grain of salt. So next on the list is Super Mario RPG. So this game is honestly like too grindy. It's kind of difficult. Like, I like how it's like the first RPG to have like button prompts or whatever it is, so it's more interactive than just your turn, hit this guy, their turn. It's honestly pretty creative that this basically like inspired so many RPGs, and I have to respect that. But I never beat this game because I don't know, maybe I should have played on easy mode or something. I feel like the level design is fucking shit, but I don't know. What do you guys think? That's it for the good part of the tier list. Next, we're moving on to great. So the first game in the great section would be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I feel like this game it's really good, but Mario Kart World, it's kind of overshadowed it. And honestly, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they just milked it too much. Honestly, like, we had the same Mario Kart game for like 10 years. And that's probably like soured my opinion on it. That's probably the only negative about this game. But that aside, the gameplay is really good. The tracks are great. It's probably the last traditional Mario Kart. And it's still active to this day. I still see like a ton of clips from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on my Twitter feed or stuff like that. And I still think it's a great game. It's just, kind of have that Mario Kart 8 fatigue. You get what I'm saying? Next on the list is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which is the game I'm currently playing. I played this game up until near the end of the Lava World. That's probably, I don't know. Lava World is always like World 5 or 6 or something like that. But I think I was like 1 or 2 worlds away from beating the game. And I played this on an emulator. And when I had to reset my PC because of Windows issues, fuck Windows 11, I lost my save file, so sadly I was never able to beat this game, but I really like what I played so far, and now that I'm playing it again, it's just refreshing. It's a refreshing 2D Mario game. We haven't gotten that in years. Next is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's probably like my most played game on Switch, just because I would bring my Switch to school every single day and play with my friends every lunch break. And dude, this game is honestly sick. It's probably my favorite Smash game, other than something like Project M Plus, or what? No, Project M Remix. I think that's the best Smash game, but it's not official. So honestly, Smash Ultimate would have to be the best game if it's made like the ones made by Nintendo. I like this game. I like the gameplay a lot. They really spruced up all the mechanics and movesets from the previous games, and I think this was a fire game. Even though it's kind of just like a repackaged Smash 4, it's not exactly the same, but they just reused a ton of assets from Smash 4 just because it didn't do too well on the Wii U. So, they cut some costs, and now we have some Smash 4 assets on Nintendo Switch. I think that's okay. That's okay with me. But people who are saying Smash Ultimate is a port, it is not. Don't hate on me, but last in the great tier would have to be Super Mario Odyssey. Now, why is it in the great tier and not the perfect tier? Because it's not perfect. I think this game is probably the most chill Mario game I've ever played. Like, you can just sit back, relax, and collect like 10 moons that are scattered at random places, you know? I think this game it's a great game. But I feel like after your first playthrough, it doesn't really hit the same. Like, I remember playing this game for the first time, beating it for the first time. I probably beat it in like 3 or so days. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But then I 100% of the game too, which it was kind of difficult, but it's not too bad for a Mario game. I did all that, and then whenever I just come back to the game, I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same, you know? Whenever I try restarting or try a new save file, it just doesn't feel the same. Now we're in the perfect tier. Now these are the games that I love the most, and the first one is a game you may not be expecting. Mario Tennis Aces. I feel like the core gameplay, one of the best games I've ever played. I won't even lie. But they drip fed the content. There wasn't many characters at launch. And then, I don't know, 2 years later, all the characters are added. I don't remember. But when I came back in 2020, there were more characters in Mario Tennis Aces. The story mode sucks, but the bosses are pretty cool. Like, the squid or PD Piranha. I think that is really cool. And there's barely any content in the game, I know, but I just really love the core gameplay. Like, it was really good. I don't know, this game, like, it struck something in me. Next on the list is a pick that, most people wouldn't choose, but it would be Super Mario 3D All-Stars. If you put aside the fact that it was limited release and it doesn't have Galaxy 2, it's actually a pretty great game because you have, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, Mario 64 in the comfort of your hands, like you could literally just hold your Switch, play this in bed or play this in the car while you're driving, and I feel like it's really great for that, and it mixes well with the concept of the Switch. I really like this game. I love playing Sunshine. Sunshine is the best game in the collection. And lastly, I don't think anyone else would pick this, but Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Super Mario 3D World honestly kind of sucks. It's low-key kind of ass. It's not horrible. I'd probably put it in like the decent category, or like like a light 7 or something like that. But Bowser's Fury is the one that I really like about this game. I really like Bowser's Fury. It's a great side mode. It shows what the future of 3D Mario. It could be open world just like this. It's like open world 2D Mario game, you know, like it's designed like an open world 2D Mario game, and everything just feels like a playground, you know, and everything challenges you because it's a platformer, you know, like every platform is kind of challenging. It's not challenging, but it challenges you. I think Bowser's Fury is an incredible game. Super Mario 3D World, I don't know about that one. But Bowser's Fury, if I was able to rank Bowser's Fury alone, I would have put it at the top, and Super Mario 3D World somewhere in the decent or good tier. Anyways, that's my thoughts on every Switch game I've played that was on this list. Let me know what your favorite Switch game is. Here's the tier list, by the way. That's the final tier list. I really hope you guys enjoyed. You can make fun of me for my picks because I know they're kind of unique. I won't lie. I'm not trying to be different, but these are just my opinions. It's like, you know, from being like 12 years old to 20 years old. Like some of some of the opinions here are pretty dated, but some of them are from like as long ago as, you know, March or April this year. So thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys have a great day.